Hi, this is Pam Schmidt, Chemical Minimalist. I've been writing some blog posts about the benefits of meditation, and I've pointed out a couple of times so many associations with meditation involve and it doesn't have to be that. There are very practical ways of bringing meditation into your daily life, and there's a lot of benefits. Have you ever noticed, for me it's the case, I hear Boomer out here catching flies. For me it's often the case, especially when I was teaching, I would always have my brilliant ideas when I was in the bathroom. And I think what happened was things finally quieted down enough that I wasn't being distracted by all the calls upon a teacher. And all of a sudden these great ideas would come to me, and I'd finish my bathroom business and come back and I'd have an approach that I could be using. So I think in meditation, an important thing to look at is how can you bring times into your day where you monotask versus multitask. My world as a teacher, now that I'm retired, I can recognize my world as a teacher was very demanding to multitask. And I probably had at least 4 things on my mind at the same time. Now in retirement, I can focus on one task at a time at times. I want to give you, Boomer's going pee right now. Sorry. So I'm multitasking. I want to just give you a list of some ways to bring meditation into your daily life that you would go, oh, I can do that. And so here's my list, and I'll be referring to things that I've written down. Walking is an excellent way to bring meditation into your world. Concentrate on the soles of your feet. One famous quote says, consider the soles of your feet as if they are kissing the earth as you are walking. You can also focus on your breathing. A count of 7 breathing in, hold for a count of 7 steps, and then breathing out for a count of 7, and keep that going for maybe 7 rounds. Focus on your 5 senses as you're walking. What do you see? What fragrances do you pick up? What can you hear? All of those things, and just let that be your sole focus. Another way to bring meditation into your daily life is to work on using Tai Chi, yoga, or Qigong exercises. During this time, you're combining your breathing, your movement, and your mental focus, and it just helps alleviate a lot of that stress that's going on in your brain. Eating can be meditative, believe it or not. So you would really then at that point not be watching TV and shoveling in. You are aware of the process, you're aware of the pace of your eating, you're chewing slowly, tasting, experiencing textures, you're finishing each bite. This is also a good way to prevent the binging or overeating things going on in life. Cleaning can be a meditation process. If you're not just, getting it done, but you're taking the time to focus on the repetitive movements, it can be lulling, it can be calming. What does it feel like to be rubbing over that surface? What are the sounds within your cleaning process? Sense the running water. Pick up on the fragrances if you're using cleaning products. Another meditative activity is to Zentangle or draw or use adult coloring books. Zentangling is something I love. Zen, you hear it. And it's just a lot of free-form drawing and filling in spaces and looking and analyzing what else can you do with it, and it's very lulling. My only problem with Zentangle is when I'm doing it, I tend to kind of hold my breath. So my work needs to be focusing on continuing the even breathing as I'm working. Crafting like knitting and quilting can be very repetitive and lulling, and that can be a meditation activity depending on the craft. Dancing can be a meditation activity. Really, when you're doing this, you're going to be focusing on getting music that it has 60 beats per minute. That really helps your brain synchronize and get those alpha brain waves going. I did a quick search on Spotify and I could find playlists that have 60 BPM, and there's just a whole playlist. So that would be something to do and work on a little bit of dancing with it. It also, in dancing, you're just relaxing and letting your conscious mind kind of let down for a bit. One other activity you could do is you could focus on a single object with your vision and just relax with that. It could be a fire, it could be a fish tank, a fountain, it could be watching just a tree and just watching the simple movements that go on in it. It's easy to think that a screensaver on a computer would do the same job, but really it doesn't. It's not as brain coherent, so do not rely on a screen or technology for this kind of activity. Gardening can be another meditation type activity. You're focusing on the leaves, on the dirt, the smell. It's calming. It reduces your cortisol levels. I read a book by Florence Williams titled The Nature Fix, and she talks about how our brains are wired to look for fractal patterns. Fractal would be thinking of a leaf, thinking of that one vein that runs through the middle and those little V's that come off it. Our brains are wired for that, and it's a natural relaxation thing for us to do. So gardening could absolutely be a way to meditate and take care of that. Reading can be another meditation activity. For some people, it takes your mind away from the problems and it just helps you to, just get into a different place. Brushing your teeth can be a meditation activity. Be aware of the actions that you take, the feelings in your mouth, maybe even the taste of toothpaste. Actually, I didn't know I was using this for meditation, but I close my eyes when I brush my teeth. And I really want to focus on aiming the brush in the right place and all of that. A couple of years ago, I had a very difficult class. And all my routines of the day were just done as a robot. And ironically enough, when I went to the dentist in that period of time, my dental care had really slipped. And during that time, I wasn't doing the focusing. I was just doing it, just get it done. So I've seen that in my own life, and I guess I'm using brushing my teeth as meditation. My last point for the day, and an important way to bring meditation into your life, is praying. Depending on your views of your relationship with God, it affects the prayer benefits. Viewing God as a loving, beneficial source is going to make your interactions with Him be very, very meditative. During prayer time that can be for meditation purposes, focus on thankfulness, gratitude. It's going to draw your attention to all those things that God has done for you. Also, if you're putting out requests in your prayer time, this can help relieve depression and anxiety. Some researchers have found that praying over something that worries you, praying for 10 minutes, actually brings better performance on cognitive tasks than some other things that you could do to improve your cognitive ability. So we are wired for that. It is pretty amazing to think of the different ways you can bring meditation into your life. I would love to hear what you do and what you realize is meditation in your daily life. Thanks for watching. If you want to go to my YouTube channel, it's Pam Schmidt TV. Subscribe. I'd appreciate it so much. Have a wonderful day.